Okay, hi everyone. I'm so sorry about the technical difficulties, but we are live and up and running now, and so I'm going to go over this quick 10 to 15 minute posting a new product webinar. And I promise again, I won't take too much time. Now let's just make sure that we are good to go. Okay. We should be good now. Let me just minimize and we'll get started. Okay. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the marketing director for Cubebrush. So this is our second webinar. We're really excited. This one's going to be talking about posting a new product. If you missed the last one, however, that one is actually on our YouTube channel, so you can check it out there. We go over a lot of the great new features that we offer, and really it's just meant to help our sellers increase sales for their store and to just continue to grow. That's our whole goal, right? So you should check that out at our YouTube channel, and I'm going to go over a couple of things that we went over in that one in this one as well. But this one is primarily focused on how to post a new product to your brand new store. So I'm going to do exactly that. One of the things I really appreciate about the platform is that it's so user-friendly. So it's created so that we have a lot of cheat sheets available. We're always available to answer questions for you, which is something that I really like about it. And I hope that you'll find that to be the case as well. So if you go to the Cubebrush site and you click on My Store at the top, you just want to scroll down. And okay, so obviously we see 3 columns here. If you have a lot of products from another place perhaps, or you have some assets just laying around and you don't want to take the time to upload them each individually, you can certainly use this option here. But for today, we're going to just add one product. We're going to focus on that. Okay. So this right here is the first part of that, your product preview. So when you're looking at the Cubebrush main site and you're seeing all of the main assets that people are offering on there, this is the picture that's popping up, right? So whether it's a 3D model, a video, or a picture, that's what's coming up here. So we're going to upload, whether it's from your Dropbox or your computer, for me, and I'm not an artist, so, oh, shoot, I got rid of this. I'm not an artist, so we're just going to do Hoth, Ireland, a trip that I took to Hoth, Ireland. So here we go. And the boats. And we're going to call these my photo references. Okay, so while that's happening, we've actually found recently that when we share images that have text on them, that they don't get nearly the same amount of engagement or impressions as do the ones without text on them, which isn't a problem. So if your main photo for your product has a bunch of text on it kind of explaining what it is, which is totally great and a great advertisement, just make sure you're uploading other images below that as well, so that those are the ones that we would use if we're sharing on social media, just to make sure that you're getting as much out of it as we can, okay? So now you want to scroll down. And then this part is your type of product and your categories. This is really important because this is where people are going to find you. So my product is 2D, and my category is going to be listed under 2D assets, stock photos. Now here's the great part. You can pick 4 different categories. Now obviously the categories should be relevant, but this is going to increase the chances of you being found by followers and buyers. So make sure that you're picking everything that's relevant for your product. And so for me, that'd be landscapes, that'd be skies, and I would say water as well. Now I'm going to save. So I have 3 categories selected, so if anybody's looking for photo references for those things, I'm going to pop up, which is important. And now I want to say Hoth, Ireland photo references is the name of my product, and description. Now this is another important part. So the description, while optional, I would recommend using it, and not only using it, but really putting a ton of information. You're asking people to spend money with you, so the more details that you can put about the product that they're purchasing, the better. I have found that the top sellers, whether they're selling brushes or tutorials or reference photos, whatever they're selling, they all have really great descriptions, which is why it's so important. So that's something that you definitely want to include. The other thing is we've created formatting options so that you can do titles, so you can bold, italicize, create links within the description to make it pop a little bit more. And you can get that cheat sheet right here. So it says Markdown syntax, just click on it. It's going to take you right to improved product descriptions. You can scroll down and you can find your headers. So this is what you want to type in to get these results. You can do bold, italicize, you can do lists, you can do links. It's all available right here as a great cheat sheet. So let's go over, and I want HD photos. I want that to be my main title. It's going to pop up for people to see, and I want to bold that they're going to get 2 images. Easy peasy. And I'll show you what that looks like once we publish it afterward. So that's what we're doing. Now we're done with our description, although I will say you should put a lot more than I just did. And now we're going to go over to your pricing. So I want to charge $5 for mine. Now, the difference between the basic license and the commercial license. The basic license is you get to use this product on one project for up to 1,000 sales. For a commercial license, it's unlimited. So you can use it on as many projects as you want for as many sales as you want. So for a big studio, for example, they would want to use a commercial license. For an indie studio that's creating a game, that might be something that you would start it with a basic license and then you realize, oh, my game's blowing up, which is awesome. And now I'm going to purchase a commercial license, or you just want to start with a commercial license. Either way, they're both available here. Now, I can set the price myself, so I can put the basic license at $5, or I can do commercial license and say, okay, basic license is $5, commercial license is $20. If you don't do this, totally fine. The commercial license is just going to be set at 10 times the amount of the basic license. So in this case, I'm not going to mark it, which means it's going to go for $50. Now, if you click pay what you want, the commercial license is going to be 10 times the amount of your base price. So say I click pay what I want and people can do $1. They can pay $1. The commercial license is automatically going to be $10 to purchase then. And if you want a little more detail on licenses or to go through that a little bit more thoroughly, we have a link right here. It'll take you right to that page and it goes in more depth a little bit. Okay, now we're going to go down to preview images. So if you click browse, this is what I was talking about before. Let's do the walking trail. You don't want me or my mom. We'll do me. How about that? Okay. So this is going to be the other image that I'm uploading right now. But this is what I was talking about earlier as well. So we want you to have, much like the description, as many images as you can put on there. So whether you want to do, whether the image is of your workflow, like during the process of a tutorial, whether it's just different angles of your 3D model that you're putting up, the more images the better, and we will definitely use those to our advantage when we're sharing on social media. And again, you can upload from your Dropbox too. And then finally, product files. So your tutorial would go here, zip drives, things like that. That's where you're gonna put it. Easy peasy. Okay, so now at the bottom we're gonna save this as a draft because I don't want to publish it yet. I wanna sleep on it. I wanna take a minute. I wanna see what it looks like. Okay, and now we're scrolling to the top, and there it is. It's a draft. This part, if I want to edit at all, views, purchase, publish, and this part is a little bit more important. We'll go over this here in a moment. But now I just kind of want to view it. I want to see what it looks like. So this is what it's going to look like in my store. Scroll down and you can see the title and the bolding. So it turns out looking fantastic, if I do say so myself. And so here also is your short link, which again we're going to cover here in just a moment. Okay. So back into my store, one thing I wanted to talk about were coupons and sales. We covered this in the last webinar as well, so I'm just going to go over it briefly. But say I want to list my product for sale or on a sale. I'm going to click email and notify all my followers, and I want to notify them of this sale on all products or just this product, $5 off, so it'll be free. And then it's going to end tomorrow. So I'm going to do that, I'm going to save it, and it's going to send out to my followers a specific email. Actually, I can show you that here. And then I can put a customized email that is going to send to all of my followers. Okay, the reason why I wanted to cover this is because, let me switch back over to the PowerPoint. We just have our new sales timer launch, which is so exciting. So when you're doing a sale, whether it's today, tomorrow, ending later tonight, tomorrow, or 2 weeks from now in this case, it's going to count down the offer for you. So you're going to be able to see it and actually create a little bit higher demand with your followers and with buyers because they'll know that the sale's ending soon, which I think is a really cool feature. Okay, the other thing is freebies. Right where I told you before, on the upper right-hand corner where your product's listed, you can edit it, view as purchase, publish, or unpublish it, but you can submit it as a freebie. And if you submit as a freebie, every week our staff picks 6 different free assets that we offer. The freebies page is on our landing page, and those 6 are featured for the entire week, and it's almost a guaranteed share. So you definitely want to take advantage of that if you can. There are a lot of people that post one product to begin with and list it as free, and it gets their store going. You could post 4 products and list, one of them is free, and then it'll get you instant followers most of the time because a lot of people are going to take advantage of that. So definitely think about that. It's a great feature that we have. And honestly, if you want to list it as free, and 2 weeks later you're like, maybe not, you can actually take yourself off of the list by just clicking the same thing right here, and you can unlist it as a freebie. So simple as that. The other thing I want to talk about is the short link. Short link is really important because you can take this, copy it, easy peasy, and then share it on your social media or with your followers. And as long as they're using that link to come back and buy your product, you're making 95% of that profit. Who doesn't want to take advantage of that? So it's right there. I would recommend doing that. Plus, if they use that short link and you are enabled, you have your affiliate links enabled under your profile, and they purchase products from anywhere else at any other stores, you're going to make 10% of that profit as well because you're acting like a referral. And just to dive into that just a little tiny bit more, if you want to share somebody else's product, somebody posted something amazing and you think it's awesome and you want to share it, all you have to do is replace the username with your username and share it, and you're going to make 10% off the sales that are used using that link. So definitely cool, definitely worth it. Okay, so that kind of covers everything about posting a new product, especially the basics. Another thing I want to talk about is we just posted a social media post today on our blog that kind of gives you some tips on how to get us to share your product on social media. We have a great reach. We love sharing products, and so we have some best practices, things that you can do that might grab our attention and get us to share your products. So you might want to follow those and check that out if you can. Other than that, that concludes today's webinar. I hope we answered the majority of your questions. If you have any more, please reach out. We're happy to answer any questions you might have. And yeah, I hope you have a good day, and I hope that you come to our next webinar. We'll be having one in just a couple of weeks, and we'll announce that shortly. Thanks.